Hey all, and this is the Lights Shadow event. This is a Light Commander event and Immortal Killer. So I did actually manage to get the event deck. I managed to get an ultra rare on tier 1 of the Vault, amazingly. I've not had any luck with the Vault for a very long time, so that was pretty nice to see. So these are the teams I've made up, mostly using the event ultimate form. You can swap around these teams though with the cards you have. So let's go across to the first team. Let's talk through this first. Here we have Caladria's Last Lineage. Increases Light Commander damage by 140%, plus also creates quite a few power gems. A pretty decent card. Divine Sovereigns gives Excalibur to the next Light Commander to use their battle skill. That gives a 500% damage buff. That's used to boost up the event ultimate form, Avatars of Illumination. This is also Immortal Killer, so you could try High Performance Unit Area to boost up this card even further. Plus it also works with Metaverse Masters, since it converts all non-light gems to light. Also increases self-damage by 335%, which is pretty good actually. A big boost, a nice hitting card. Creators of Legend, that has that lovely 225% Light Commander damage increase. Then finally, Peerless Prefects, an older card but still reasonable. Increases Light Commander damage by 50% but can increase by 125%. So not a bad team at all, and a similar sort of team could be used on the bosses as well. Now onto the relics. It's just basically my best Light Commander relics. Here's the first one. It's a Beast relic, 3 pink stars. My second one here, this is an Immortal relic, so breaks all of the shields. Third one here, an Arcane relic. Another Immortal relic here. Both of these relics are on the Ultimates team. Then finally another Arcane relic. So nothing too exciting about the relics, it's just basically my best relics. Doesn't matter too much which relics I use on this team. Now onto the bosses team. A slight variant on the previous team. I'll explain the main change. This time around I have Nick, Master of Blades on the team, as well as Creators of Legend. Both of these cards have that 225% Light Commander damage increase, so putting them both on the team will be more useful than just having the one for the bosses. Then the previous 3 cards you've already seen. It's the same as with the Crusade team. The relics are exactly the same as well, but this is quite an important change, adding Nick to the team, an increase of 225% rather than that 50% of the Crusade team, but this is still enough to get through the Crusade pretty quickly. So on to the third team. This is for the Ultimates. Ultimates are supposedly not coming up anywhere near as often as in the previous event. This is mentioned in the newsfeed. So this is the team I am using. It's basically the same as this team. The relics are designed to break as many shields as possible though. So let's have a look at how many shields I am breaking. So the first relic here, that breaks 4 shields. Then another one here, breaking 3 shields, so 7. Then 4 here for 11. Then this one breaks quite a lot. 4 plus 1 per Light Commander Ultimate Hero. So I believe that takes it up to 19. Then for this one, that should take it up to 26. Hopefully I've done the maths right there. But that's what I'm using for the Ultimates. Then this is basically an idea you could try, using both Metaverse Masters and High Performance Unit Area to boost up the event ultimate form. You can also try it with a couple of other cards as well. Let me just bring up my Immortal Killer cards. An important card you could try and boost up is Dancers of the Departed. I'll just bring this card up quickly. Amazingly, it's 6 pink stars. Not sure how I managed to do that. But since this has a slight increase to self-damage, you could try using Iria and Metaverse Masters to get this card to do as much damage as possible if you don't have the event ultimate form. It's an idea to try anyway. And let's scroll up to this team. I'll talk through it quickly. So Metaverse Masters gives the next hero to use their battle skill a 150% damage buff, used to boost up the event ultimate form in this situation. Plus it does also convert the gems, as you can see here. Then the other two light cards are basically to increase light commander damage. There we go. 225% on this one, and I think 140% on this one. Then high performance unit Iria, that's used to get supercharged up, increasing Immortal Killer attack, then boosting up Avatars of Illumination even further. I've not tried this yet though, but it's an idea you can try. That will hopefully do reasonable damage. You can also swap Metaverse Masters for a card like Nick Master Blades, if you have that card, to try and increase the damage even further. Then for this deck idea, it's basically just a non-event deck. If you don't have some of the more modern cards, you could try something like this, and hopefully you'll do reasonable damage. And here's a slight variant of the previous team as well you can try. You will need to put a couple of Dark Relics on the team though, so you can get high performance unit Iria going. It's something to try anyway if you are struggling for ideas. And finally, a couple of other decent cards to try are Sunblessed Siblings and Twin Fangs. These are both hitting cards. If you have these cards, you can try boosting them up. Sunblessed Siblings increases self-damage by 160%. And then Twin Fangs, this increases self-damage by 200% if this hero attacks with a full skill meter. So both decent hitting cards. Bear in mind, Twin Fangs doesn't actually show the amount of damage it does. It comes up with a lower number for some reason. Not sure why it does that. I don't think it's been fixed yet either. But hopefully that gives you a few ideas to try. So let's get on with the actual event. Here we go. Alright, so here we go, the actual event. Let's do some guild boss testing to try out my teams and see if I can find anything better than what I'm already using. So the enemies this time around have a Zombie and Judgment. These are both skills that reduce your health. Neither of those skills are especially bad though. Not in my opinion anyway. So let's go ahead and try my regular bosses team to start. So this should hopefully come pretty close to defeating the boss in one hit. I could do with some more awakening on the event ultimate form. The game is still a bit laggy as you can see here, but it's not too bad. They could improve this further though. Hopefully I'll still get a reasonable hit here. I don't think it's going to be anything spectacular, to be honest. Yeah, 91.6Q. I could do a lot better than that. So what I'll do is try and defeat another boss with that team. See if I can do better damage. Okay, so this time we are on the multi-boss instead of the guild boss. Let's go ahead and give this a try. I am running out of keys. I might need to get a few more keys. Let's see if I can beat my previous damage by using the cards in a different order. Let's try going 4, 5, 2, 3, then 1. That might sound a bit strange, but I think that might be the best order. So 4, then 5, 2, then 3, and then 1 at the end, and then see what's loose. That's definitely better than the previous attempt. 1 loose gem. Hopefully this will do over 100Q. Yeah, there we go. 109.3Q. That's not too bad. Bit better than my previous hit. Here we go with a slight variant on the previous team. Just put Iria on the team instead. Let's see how this goes. So hopefully I will get enough Dark Gems to use this team. I only put 2 relics on the team, as you all probably saw. I think that's just about enough. Yeah, there we go. Lucky. Very lucky. And then try using Iria on its own. That should remove the zombie as well, which is always useful. And then I think just left to right. This needs to do way over 100Q though to make it worth using. So let's see what sort of damage I do with this team. Okay, there's nothing loose on the board, so it should be pretty accurate to the previous team as a comparison. 95.8Q, so pretty much the same if I'm being honest. Yeah, that's interesting. I wasn't quite expecting that. I was expecting this to do a bit more damage, but it doesn't, so hopefully that's helpful on you deciding which team you want to use. It is lagging up a bit, as you can see here. I thought they had fixed the lag, but it seems to have got a bit worse now, unfortunately. Hopefully another update will come soon and they will try and improve this a bit further. It's not as bad as the Dark Commander event was, but it's still not good. Well, that's quite a good grid. That should do 120Q maybe? Let's see. 135Q. But that was only because there's 1 loose power gem. As a comparison to the previous team, it's doing about the same sort of damage. And there we go, that's the team testing part of the video done. Something like this could also work, but I am out of keys, as you can probably see, so I need to do some more crusading. I'm pretty happy with my damage. What I need to do is awaken this card a few more times, ideally. Avatars of Illumination, the event ultimate form. I am out of mana, unfortunately, but when this is 5 times awakened, I would have thought this team would do close to constant 200Q hits. I guess I'll find out at a later date. This card will be my focus for awakening until it's awakened 5 times. So there we go, that's the team testing done. So there's my teams in action. It's still pretty early on in the event, so as expected, I've not seen any ultimates yet. I'm curious to how often they will spawn though with the change. I'm not doing any crusade for this video since it's still a bit on the laggy side. So let's have a look at this collection, and it's a good one this time around. Arguably my favourite collection, the GVG runes or relic. Let's go ahead and claim all of this and see if I can upgrade my light relic. See if I get lucky or not. There's the guaranteed 3-star relic at the end, as you all saw. Here's the runes. Mostly different by the looks of it. Quite a few of the circular rune. I think most of the other ones were different though. And there is a bunch of GVG relics and even a 6-star glaive of the Saviour gift in the Guild Supremacy collection. So it is worthwhile trying to play hard in this event to get some of these gifts. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is have a look and see if I can upgrade my GVG relic or not. So let's get out of here. This is always fun. Let's go into the Forge. Legend Relic and the Glaive of the Saviour. That's pretty good. Let's forge that. So only the one time, though. I can go up to 4 and then I think 5 as well, but not quite 6. Even though I do already have a 6-star Glaive of the Saviour. Not bad, though. If I somehow get the 6-star Glaive of the Saviour from the Guild Supremacy collection, I will be in business there. I'll be able to make the 1 pink star variant, but we'll see if I can do that or not. There we go. Right, and back to this page. Let's have a look at what it is this time around. Either a Warden or Dragoon. Oh, it's a Dragoon, a Dark Dragoon. This could be really useful. Upgrade 5 Dark Gems by 1 rank, plus creates Dark Power Gems. It seems quite low on stats, though, as with quite a few of the modern Dragoons. This would be interesting if I could see what it specialises into. I might go ahead and try and compete for this, though, and maybe get into Global, as my decks are pretty decent. Then see if I can make this work with my Dark Attack team. But there we go, that's what it is this time around. Now to go ahead and make that random 6-star hero. So what am I going to get? Well, we're about to find out. 6-star bonus hero. Is that the main hero? That means I could get the shiny if it is. Let's have a look. Nice! Not nice. Oh. What hero did I just get then? Yeah, that's the main hero, I think. Oh, I got all excited that I may have got the main hero and I didn't. What did I get, though? I have no idea what I got. Oh well. Right, anyway, this is the event ultimate form. Okay, so it seems it was an old Noble Killer card, not of much use, unfortunately. The event ultimate form, though, you've all seen this, as I've used it in the video. Big increase to self-damage, converts and creates a lot of power gems. A good deck, but unfortunately the 2 individual cards are not really of any use on their own. If we scroll up, I don't know why it's gone down there. The ultra rare that I somehow managed to get on tier 1 of the vault, very shocked by that. Creates 15 light power gem IX. Should also have the increase to self-damage, but it doesn't look like it does this time around. Which is kind of weird. It's normally the ultra rare that has the increase to self-damage. Light Weaver how am I supposed to say that? Abati or something like that. Yeah, it's this card, the Master Hero, that has the conversion and increase to self-damage this time around, which is quite interesting to note. That might be why they were giving away double the amount of ultra rares in the vault. But anyway, that's what the deck looks like this time around. I'll have a quick look at the newsfeed to finish off this event. There's one very important feature in the newsfeed. It's about the ultimates. Ultimate bosses are rare, but they're not impossible to find. We've adjusted the rate at which ultimate bosses will spawn. Now that, in my opinion, is an essential change. Ultimates were spawning nearly every wave and basically ruining the event. So hopefully they only spawn around 1 in 20 waves. That will hopefully rebalance the event if that happens. But I think they're still going to be relatively common. Maybe 1 ultimate boss every 5 waves. But we will see as I play the event a bit more. Plus I mentioned about the Epic Potion Pass. I won't talk too much about that. And then the Vault Extravaganza double ultra rare heroes for 24 hours. There's also the new guild emblems here as well, which is pretty cool. We've added 6 new guild emblems to the game to celebrate the 6 guilds who won the Tournament of Champions. So there we go, that's something else you can check out for yourselves. And there we go, that marks the end of this video. I hope that was interesting and helpful. As always, if you do have any questions or suggestions regarding this video, please let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to help. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing is always very much appreciated. Thank you to those that have already subscribed. We have a previous video on the screen, plus a playlist, plus you can also subscribe from here if you want to do so. And thanks for watching.